Let's talk about something I get asked about a lot, especially from folks who feel the itch to take big bets in the market without blowing up their retirement plans. It's called a cowboy account. It's a simple, intentional way to handle your risk taking instincts without sabotaging your long term goals. But first, hi, I'm Kurt. I'm a certified financial planner, and welcome to the channel where we explore money and meaning. And a quick note before we dive in, while I am a financial advisor, I'm not your financial advisor. So please consult with your own financial team before making any investment decisions. All right, let's break this down. The idea of a cowboy account, I first heard from a guy named Barry Ritzholtz. He's a veteran in the wealth management space. And he coined the term years ago in his blog. This is how it works. A cowboy account is a separate investment account. Usually it's funded with less than 5% of your investable assets. And this is where you give yourself permission to make speculative bets. So think high volatile asset classes like crypto, speculative stocks, IPOs, startup, maybe even options. Whatever scratches that itch for big upside. The key here is that it's separate from your main investment strategy. It's not in your retirement account. It's not in your kids' college funds. This is your play account. The psychology behind this is actually really smart. A lot of us, especially experienced investors, we hit this point where the responsible stuff like index funds, long-term asset allocation, it starts to feel boring. And when we get bored, we start chasing risk in the wrong places. And that's when I've seen people blow up their portfolios. They let one wild idea bleed into their overall retirement strategy. The cowboy account says, well, don't fight that urge, just contain it. So it's a behavioral strategy as much as a financial one. You're giving what's been called the dumb lizard brain a fenced-in yard to run around in. And by the way, there's a reason we call it the cowboy account and not a cowgirl account. And this is because research shows that men are far more likely to take on this kind of risky behavior. A 2001 study found that men trade on average 45% more than women, and they tend to be overconfident in their investment decisions, which often leads to their own detriment. So if you're watching this and thinking, yeah, this sounds like me, you're definitely not alone. You can find another study linked in a description below. It's called Boys Will Be Boys, Gender, Overconfidence, and Common Stocks. Now, if you're thinking about starting a cowboy account, this is what I'd do first. First, you want to figure out what you can afford to lose without regret. That is your budget. For most people, this is 1 to 5% of their liquid assets. That's plenty. Next step, open a separate brokerage account. Keep it totally distinct from your core investments. Then, define your boundaries. What counts as a cowboy investment for you? An individual stock, a meme coin, some pre-IPO company? Make your own rules and write them down. And finally, just let it ride. This is the one account where you can go full cowboy. And if it tanks, well, that's actually part of the plan. Your real financial future is still safe and intact. So, who is this actually for? It's for people who already have their financial house in order. You're maxing out your retirement accounts, you've got a solid emergency fund, your long-term investment strategy is set up and it's consistent. It's also for people who get FOMO. It's a real thing. You see your friend talk about some moonshot stock they're in, and you think, oh man, I want in. Well, the cowboy account gives you a place to do that without compromising everything else. And it's for people who are naturally curious about markets. If you want to test ideas, follow trends, or just explore, this is your sandbox. But here's the warning though, and this is important. The cowboy account is not your main plan. It's not your path to retirement. It's not where your kids' college tuition is coming from. It's a sandbox. It's a pressure valve. It's a small, designated space where your inner investor gets to experiment. And yeah, lose sometimes. And that's okay because you planned for it. So that's the cowboy account. It's a really smart, human way to invest with a little bit of risk, a little bit of fun, but a lot of discipline. It keeps your long-term plan intact while giving your adventurous side a safe outlet. If this helps you think about your investments in a new way and you want more content about aligning your money and your meaning, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Until then, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.